NYRA Bets is the best play in online horse racing and betting. Bet from anywhere, anytime using your computer or mobile device. Earn valuable reward points on bets. Play in our exclusive promotions. Sign up now, NYRABets.com.
Hi, Marty Mcgee of DRF.com alongside my colleague Jay Privman. We're here with the Friday edition of the DRF Pegasus Report. And Jay, did you know that the DRF Pegasus Report is sponsored by NYRABets.com, where you can bet any track, anywhere, anytime? Join today and bet the Pegasus with a Bet 200, Get 200 new member bonus.
I do now.
Very good. So we've got all the preliminaries out of the way with the post position draw. Everybody shipped in. Everybody is schooled in the paddock and the gate and a few works here and there. What's your take on this second running of the $16 million Pegasus to be run here tomorrow at Gulfstream Park?
Well, to me, the most interesting thing was the draw in terms of Gunrunner getting post 10, because it's not an ideal post. There's an abrupt run to the first turn here going 1 1/8. And to me, the start and the first furlong or half furlong are going to be real paramount to his success. If he breaks well and gets a good position, he's the best horse, and I would think he would repeat what he did in the Breeders' Cup Classic. But if he doesn't break well and he ends up getting caught wide or shuffled back, it's more of a jump ball kind of race. But we saw from what he did in the Breeders' Cup Classic that he's the best horse. He was the deserved horse of the year last night. And most of the horses that are adjudged to be his top contenders in this race, like Collected and West Coast and NYRA, are horses he beat. The wild card to me is Sharp Azteca trying to go out to 1 1/8, and we know how good he is.
Well, we're lined up right here with the quarter pole here at Gulfstream Park. And in my mind, the most important aspect of this race might well be how will Sharp Azteca and Gunrunner engage each other from the 5/8 or the half mile pole over to here. And I'm just wondering if that might take a toll on either or both, and seeing what you might think about that.
There's that possibility, but one of the things I've always liked about Gunrunner, and this goes back to when he was a 3-year-old preparing for the Kentucky Derby, is that he's the kind of horse that the jockey can move on him to establish position and then sit, and then he'll give you more when you need more. And I think you'll see Florent Geroux utilize that. If they're going too fast early, I think he'll ease back and try and stay a couple lengths off Sharp Azteca. And I would think Collected's going to show some pace too, because that's the way he wants to run, not like what happened last time in the San Antonio at Santa Anita. But if the pace is slow, Gunrunner will be right up there with him. But that's to me what makes him so dangerous and such a good horse, is that he'll give you multiple kinds of runs and moves during the course of a race. But if they all go too fast too soon, I think West Coast is very dangerous in here, and he drew great in post 2. We saw how good he got as a 3-year-old from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and he figures to only be even better at 4.
Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with West Coast. I think that Baffert might well run 1-2 here with West Coast and Collected, but I think Gunrunner at 4 to 5. That's about right, don't you think, for the odds? And yeah, so we have the Pegasus is the 12th and last race here on Saturday. Post time is about 5:35 p.m. Eastern. It's part of the Rainbow Six, which will be mandatorily dispersed here on Sunday. Into Friday, the jackpot was more than $3.4 million. Jay, any final thoughts here on the $16 million Pegasus World Cup to be run at Gulfstream Park on Saturday?
Well, it's kind of, as Ron Winchell, the co-owner of Gunrunner, said, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, because he had a great year, and it's nice that he was horse of the year, but this is going to be his last start, and it was fun following his career. I was a pretty big fan of his going into the Kentucky Derby and watching him, and I'm looking forward to seeing his final race. I'm really interested, Marty, in seeing how well Sharp Azteca does in here, because if he can get 1 1/8, it opens up a whole new avenue for a horse like him, and we know how brilliant he is as a miler. So and to see horses like West Coast and Collected, and even NYRA, who loves this track, it's a good race.
It's a great race, and we're all looking forward to it here. The Pegasus World Cup here on Saturday at Gulfstream Park, and this has been the DRF Pegasus Report for Friday, sponsored by NYRABets.com.